Well, I loved the play from the first moment I had the chance to read it. It was just so powerful. The main character and his conflicts spoke to me directly. They felt like questions that were somehow present in me as well. And I felt I felt I had to be part of this, you know, so I asked if I could help to bring it to the stage as a rehearsed reading at the beginning. And that was a really great experience, and it was a positive experience because it went well and we felt that we could keep on improving on the piece and bring it to the stage as a full production, which is what we've done now.
This is a story that really is worth telling, both from the point of view of historical view, bringing these characters and the Cathars into people's consciousness, because I don't think a lot of people know about the Cathars and the history at this time. I connected with the struggles of the characters, even though they're from a time that is very difficult for us to connect with. But they are the struggles that we have today, and basically a lot of the action that takes place in the play actually reflects a lot of the things that are happening in the world today, with religious conflict and people who basically believe the same thing, but actually pit themselves against each other for what reason? And I think that, you know, this play asks that question.
The difference between now and the rehearsed reading in terms of the process that we're undergoing is that, well, I mean, we're bringing it to its feet, which means there's a whole new series of dynamics to play with. The characters really can come to life now. We can abandon scripts in hand, which means that we can be freer. And we have more time as well. This is another factor.
Right now we're hearing the street a lot, but those sounds were not there. They were completely alien. There were no cars, there were no... Yeah. You know, so this is really an interesting part of this project, is really putting yourself back in time and space.
Fundamentally, they are like us, and yet they've grown up in a very different environment. Strong faith, much simpler lifestyle, and so the most important thing really is how they felt, isn't it? Yeah. To convey how they felt about things. We hope that in the course of rehearsing the play this will emerge.
What was it that inspired you to write the piece?
When I was young, many, many years ago, I read The Brothers Karamazov by Dostoevsky, and I must honestly say I can't remember anything about the book except this extraordinary part of it where one of the brothers tells this story about Jesus coming back at the time of the Spanish Inquisition. I mean, I think it's such an amazing idea, you really can't forget that. But I never in these intervening years ever thought about writing anything about it. And then I saw Peter Brook's production, which was based entirely on the text of Dostoevsky. And I suddenly had this feeling that, well, he did terrible things like the other Inquisitors, but he must have been a human being. So how did he become like that? What led him to be that?
This is a cast of 11 people, and that's quite a big cast to deal with. So to create a dynamic between that many people is really a task and a challenge, but one we're relishing at the moment. We have a great lighting designer, set and costume designer who's created some amazing costumes and set designs for us at this stage. And we're very lucky to have this wonderful team on board.